choose to go where others won't. We unpack the hard truths about mental health, dissect trending topics, and challenge the stereotypes and stigmas holding us back. From navigating the 6 dimensions of wellness to redefining social norms, this is more than a discussion. It's a revolution in how we care for our minds and souls. Ready for bold, honest conversations that spark change? Let's dive in. It's time for real talk with real impact.
Welcome back to another awesome and impactful episode of Girl Talk Mental Health, the show where real conversations meet real solutions. And I'm your host, Virginia Dale Manning, a mental health therapist and supervisor, a mental health advocate, and I'm here to help you to go to a space where you have some expert insights, transformative strategies, and unfiltered discussions about mental wellness. And each season, we tackle key mental health topics with guest experts, offering practical tools for healing, growth, and resilience. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notifications so you can get the reminders when each show drops live Tuesdays at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So today we have a special guest. Her name is Indigo Divine Brown. She's a phenomenal TV and radio personality and a nonprofit founder. And she's going to help us to do a recap of our season 1 of Girl Talk Mental Health. So welcome to the stage, Miss Indigo Brown. Yes, Indigo, thank you for agreeing to be on Girl Talk Mental Health. So give them some more information about who you are so that they can know they are in the best hands possible.
Hi everyone. So my name is Indigo Brown. Most know me as Ask Indigo on the Small Business Network podcast TV. I'm known for my interactive lifestyle skills and my approach on how others should understand lifestyle skills and living. I'm an author and I've created a book that helps you with 21 real steps, understanding life's ups and downs and how to maneuver through them all with a journal inside. Every day is a new lesson, so I teach others through those interactive approaches.
All right, and y'all check her out in the description so you can go grab her book and everything because I'm pretty sure it's very transformative to help you with some life skills and mental wellness and all of those things you need to be great. So, as I said, we're going to do a quick recap of season 1, where season 1 was about breaking barriers to mental wellness, and in January we did segments about mindful resolutions. You want to start the year with clarity, balance, and intention. And the episodes were focused on the power of mindfulness, goal setting, and emotional resilience. So, we want your opinion on, or your thoughts and tips and tools on what are the biggest mindset shifts people need to make to move from surviving to thriving.
Um, my big thing for me was I was always afraid to spend money or invest in something that was major because of the fear of there wasn't enough money or I wasn't going to be able to make it or maybe I didn't have enough. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I just learned to maybe shift a little different. So instead of being afraid, I go from mentally being scared to mentally abundant. That just means that I start telling myself I'm capable, I'm able, I have the capability of doing whatever I put my mind to, and I deserve it. And why shouldn't I get the things that I'm trying to receive?
That's good because at the beginning of the year, we do always try to reset our financial stability. And, we make
Right.
those New Year's resolutions and everything. So it is important to have your finances in order for a fruitful year, the whole year to be fruitful. So that's great. So February
Right.
was about the love you give. And it was about redefining self love, relationships, emotional well-being so you can have some thriving and prosperous relationships, and it explored how self-love impacts relationships, how to set healthy boundaries, and we dived into how prioritizing yourself isn't selfish. It's absolutely necessary. So, how does self love impact the way we build businesses, relationships, and communities?
Self love is a foundation pretty much for everything. When you love yourself, you tend to feel better about your boundaries that you set. You tend to understand how energy kind of flows and how you kind of flow with things that are kind of more meant for you. When you're in the right atmosphere, things just tend to come in your direction. So when you are already in a good mindset, and if you're already feeling, good about what you're experiencing with yourself, then you kind of that energy pours out and you can help every little company you come across, network, collaboration, partnership. You're a better person when you're okay with yourself.
So, what's one tip? We're going to get in your business a little bit. What's one tip or one thing you use to help increase your self love?
So I tend to look in myself in the mirror every now and then, and I tell myself on a regular basis, "You got this, girl. You can do this, honey. Yes, you're the one. I can, I am, I will." I become my best friend. You got to be your own cheerleader. If you don't, it's one of those
Okay.
situations where it's like, if you don't do it for you, who's gonna do it for you? So you have to be the one to be like, it was a good job today. Good job. You did good today.
That's why that word self is important, right? Because sometimes we always depended on other people to fulfill our voids and to make us happy and everything. And 9 times out of 10, they don't do it because, I mean, they don't know exactly what you need. So it's kind of up to
Right.
you sometimes to put the self in your business, your relationships, and in your communities. That is awesome.
Yes.
So let's look at to March. Okay, so March was sleep awareness and stress management month. So your body needs rest, right? And your mind does too. People miss that part about the mind and needing rest. You need rest. Sleep is
Yes.
essential. And with the
Yes.
Girl Talk mental health episodes, we dove into some crucial steps and some roles that sleep plays in mental health, stress management techniques, and how to break the cycle of exhaustion, burnout, and anxiety. So, how do you personally, be in your business again, how do you personally manage stress while balancing entrepreneurship, ministry, and community work?
It's kind of like a blend of everything. I love, as much as I might say I don't like to be around people, I love people. So I want to help, and I always want to do something, and I always want to be there, and I want to be supportive, and I want to help in the little ways that I can help. And if I know that I have the capabilities, why wouldn't I want to help you? And so me sharing and me ministering and me doing my entrepreneur work is just, it's natural in me. I can't help but to want to help anyone. And even my worst, enemies, the people that probably don't deserve my help, I still help because it's not for me. The lessons are not about me. It's more about how I can help others. And so, getting the rest and knowing that I did something good today. I accomplished something that needed to get done. I am happy with whatever it is that I did. I can sleep, I can rest. But you got to also make quality time for yourself. That means sometimes you have to turn the whole world off and say, it's my time, it's my turn, and it's only about me. And I'm sorry, but not sorry. And I'm going to pamper myself. And you have to sometimes just kind of just baby yourself and give yourself a break and turn everything off. And, read a book if you're going to read it, take that bath, go on a little date by yourself, but you love yourself. You have to love yourself and allow yourself to get that rest. Because if not, your body's gonna say, "Go sit down."
Okay, quick. Sometimes that's the problem. We don't listen to our body, and the body will tell
We
you
don't.
exactly what you need. It'll tell you about the good relationships. It'll tell you about if it's if your mind is off track. It will tell you all of the things, but you have to be open to listen. And I heard you mention
Yeah,
something about cutting off. I think you said something about cutting off bad people or bad relationships. Tell us a little bit more
right.
about that and give us a tip about how to do that because a lot of people struggle with that because they feel like they have to keep people in their lives, whether they're toxic or not.
So you have to there's a boundary that you have to make, and you have to place people in those boundaries, and say, okay, so sometimes I have to matter for me, if no one else, for me, and I have to matter for what I need, and place a space where I say it's all about what I need and my needs and me, because sometimes you have to say you're allowed to have a me moment. And there's there's gonna be people that are not gonna understand why they can't be in your circle. They're not gonna understand why you just need to say no. They're not gonna understand why, you're separating yourself from everyone else, because sometimes, you have to just do your own thing. Not everyone's gonna understand that. It's your own space. You're allowed to say no to things when you're not feeling satisfied or wanting to be in those type of spaces. So boundaries is like a huge thing that people don't understand. If you don't place boundaries, stick within those boundaries, write them out. Write out the things that you're not okay with, baggage, burdens, and labels. Okay, so I've created this skill. It's an interactive life skill where you get rid of the baggage, you release the burdens, and you take off the labels that people placed on top of you, because people's opinions don't matter. And people's feelings of you, that's their feelings. I'm sorry but not sorry. And, I'm only responsible for my feelings, and I'm only responsible for what I'm doing, and I'm only responsible for what I achieve and what I don't achieve. And I can only get on myself. I'm not responsible for anyone else's feelings but myself. And if you can meet me halfway, then cool. But I'm not going to go backwards to try to figure out how to go forward. Meet me where I'm at, or I can give you some tips on how to get to where I'm going, but I can't do the backwards thing with anyone. And people have to think in that way. And that siren right now, I promise you, is a confirmation for that. Um, because this is a cause and effect of what will happen. This is an energy, it's a flow. This is how nature works. And so, um, you know, when you align yourself to things just flow for you because they have to. And when things don't, people are gonna fight you, they're not gonna understand. So boundaries is a thing, baggage, burdens, and labels. You get rid of things, look at everything. If it feels off, get rid of it. If you've had it for a long time, if it's connected to someone else, you don't need it. If you've tucked it away and haven't thought about it in a while, you're probably never gonna look at it. You gotta weed out the things that are holding on to stuff, that's holding on to energy. You have to get rid of people in your life that are keeping you stagnant, stuck, or still remnants of the past. You have to allow yourself to break free. Like, I'm not stuck, I'm not chained to anyone and anyone's opinion of me or impression of me. I am me, and that's all I am capable of being, is me. That's how you move on with life.
That's some good information. That's a good place to take a break real quick. So y'all ponder on that. Think about where you need to set boundaries and weed out the bad grass versus the good grass that's going to help nurture you and help you grow. And we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Girl Talk Mental Health. Do you ever feel like you're running on empty? Stuck in the same cycle? Or just trying to keep it all together? You're not alone. Stress, depression, burnout, and self-doubt are real, but they don't have to control your life. Imagine feeling empowered, balanced, and truly at peace. At Girl Talk Mental Health, we're diving deep into the real conversations that help you heal, grow, and thrive. From breaking stigmas to actionable strategies, we're here to empower you to take back control of your mental wellness and reclaim your time, your energy, and your joy. Follow us now for expert insights, uplifting conversations, and the tools you need to transform your life. It's time for a real talk with real impact. Girl Talk Mental Health. Real conversations, real change. Follow us today at Virginia Dell Manning.
All right, so welcome back. We have our special guest, radio and TV personality, Miss Indigo, Divine, I like that word, Divine Brown, in the house, giving us a recap of season one of Girl Talk Mental Health. Now, Indigo, I know this wasn't
Yeah.
part of. I'm probably throwing you off track a little bit, but it's correlated because I want people to know more about you because you're very interesting. You're very reflective. You have a lot of good insight to help people, get to their next level in life. So you discuss business, relationships, communities, entrepreneurship. Tell us a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey or what you have going on for us.
So I tend to help in a lot of different ways. It's not about me yet again, it's about how I can serve. So a lot of companies or groups that I connect with and collaborate with, they're looking to find a new approach, build a brand, become something that is unique and different. And I help in a lot of those type of ways. So I like to come in and help. A lot of the time, it is pro bono, because it's not about what you can afford. It's how can I help you. And why wouldn't I want to help you if I had the capabilities of doing it? You know, if I'm not doing much of anything and I know that I can help you in a way that can benefit you and it's going to help me in the long run, why wouldn't I do that for someone?
Mhm.
That's being unselfish. And so when you help, things happen for you. So why wouldn't I help? 'Cause I'm a spoiled child, so I get whatever I want. So because I'm forever helping someone or doing for someone or going over and beyond for someone because I love seeing people smile and I love seeing them being happy and I love for individuals come and say, because of you I have changed my life or I have done something that I never thought I could do or I achieved goal or I even built goals and dreams to begin with. That's a lot for me right there. I changed because of you. I got better because of you or I healed my family in some way. I love these. Thank you. Thank you. But it's not about me.
Mhm.
How can I help you?
So
So
that's
that's
part
kind
of
of my
your
mindset.
ministry. Yeah, that's part of your
Yeah.
ministry. Okay, that's good. So
Yeah.
what about the community work? What type of community work do you have going on?
So I tend to go and help majority of the time with churches if they need me. I haven't done much lately because I haven't been feeling the greatest. But when it comes to helping at a so I work with a collaboration at a recovery place and they allow me to kind of go and do teachings there with my interactive skills approach. And I teach them how to kind of better understand their lives in ways that maybe they may not understand. A lot of it is free work because I'm volunteering my time to help you, and it's not about you, and it's about my teaching skill, but then you. So I use my games to understand people, but also to help them understand themselves in ways that it's outside of the box, and maybe a little bit more personal and intimate because they're having to play a role that's called their life. And, and to have to really be responsible for everything that they choose to do in that step. It's like thinking of putting games together but you're the game piece in the game. So what's your choice? What's your action? What are you gonna do? And you have to really think about your steps and real consequences happen. So like I give real consequences and I take away things or give things back and I allow them to gain trust or gain points and ways to regain the bad choices they first made because they learned through their actions over time.
It sounds
um,
exciting.
so that's kind of how I go about my community.
That's good because it's not the typical like,
Yeah.
okay, do this and do that, and then you let them go off, and then they come back, and you just have to keep trying to, show them how to do it the right way. You really involved and interactive with your community and your ministry and your entrepreneurship. So that's awesome.
Yes.
So, are you ready for the spotlight question?
Ah, yes. They've been so good so far. That's okay. Get used to telling yourself that it's okay. Get used to expressing to yourself on a daily basis that whatever you have dealt with or whatever you were dealing with and whatever you are overcoming is not prison. It's not permanent and it's not like stuck there in your life. You're allowed to get out of these feelings and these emotions, but first you have to admit them by telling yourself, it's okay. I got this. You have control and things will work out for you in the long run. I can, I am, I will.
Ooh, I can, I am, I will. Y'all should be writing that down and put it on a sticky note on your mirror. Because that's life changing.
Yeah.
Okay. So we appreciate you being here with us for this season one recap so that everyone, they can get some good nuggets from other people. This is what the Girl Talk Mental Health is about, like exposing our audience to different viewpoints of different segments, different areas, and different, lifestyle changes that come with mental health so that they can feel more secure. They don't let the stats, the stigmas, the stereotypes, all those things drive how they think and how they set boundaries, but to be healthy and well so that they can have the best life that they can have. And so tell us how the audience could connect with you, how they can continue being in connection with you, and if you have any type of special offer you would like to share.
So, how you can find me? You can find me a couple of different ways. WBL.lifechoices@gmail.com. You can look me up at the sbntv.org. Or you can simply just Google my name and you'll find me everywhere.
Right? 'Cause that's a
um,
unique name. I love it, Indigo.
thank you. And tips that I can kind of get is don't give up on yourself. This is not permanent and you learn from your mistakes, so just keep going.
Or comments or anything you want to share before we end this session of Girl Talk Mental Health.
Only worry about today. Don't worry about what already happened and start building for the future so you can start to see it.
Well, we want to thank you all for tuning in to another great episode of Girl Talk Mental Health. And we want you to make sure that you tune in next week. And we're going to dive into season 2 of our Mental Health Olympics because we're trying to win the race to awareness. Because mental health is a marathon, not a sprint. And in season 2, we'll equip you with the winning strategies to strengthen your mental fitness, overcome obstacles, and achieve emotional balance. So, see you all next week.
Welcome to the Girl Talk Mental Health. Thank you for joining us for Girl Talk Mental Health. Remember, your mental health is your wealth. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to at Virginia Del Manning.